Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
And welcome back to Nerd News Today, and it's time for another statue review and unboxing.
I'm so excited. You know how much I love this series.
That's right, because today we're continuing to look at Diamond Select's X-Men the Animated Series Resin Busts.
And today we have the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool.
So Deadpool is an interesting character because I would have imagined there would have been a lot of other choices before Deadpool to make a bust out of in this line.
Deadpool would not have been my first or even fifth or sixth choice of a bust, I'll be honest. I understand because of how popular he is, it made sense to get him. But from the standpoint of the animated series, he's definitely not my first choice because he didn't really appear in it. He never spoke in the show.
No, they've never even named him in the show.
No. I had to double check on it, but he only appeared like 3 times, and it was only as memories or there was like one time Morph turned into him. All of it, to torment Wolverine, because that's what we do. We torment Wolverine.
Yeah. So it was all very much moments in passing, and really it was just fan service. They were just trying to make sure that they got him in there, because that's the one thing you can say about the animated series is they did a lot of fan service, whether you realize it or not. So many cameos.
No, they knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing, yeah.
In fact, because what was it, last year or the year before, there was the X-Men the Animated book, the making of book came out with all the creators, and one thing that I did notice that they were talking about in interviews and stuff, they worked really hard to get cameos in there.
They were all fans, legit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this bust before we get too crazy on all the cameos, because there are so many cameos. But
we're not talking cameos anymore. We're talking Deadpool.
So this is the box. We're not going to spend much time in this box. We've seen it before again and again.
It's
the same box. Yeah.
It's a great box.
It is. It's a very nice box. You've got a picture of Deadpool on the front. You've got a picture on the side. You've got a look at a few of the animated characters on the other side as well. And then the back.
It just says that it's a resin bust. It's designed by Barry Bradfield and sculpted by Paul Harding.
And it also lets us know there are 3,000 of these total. So we'll see what number we get here. Yeah. So I think we should just go ahead and open this box up, shall we?
Absolutely. Let's pull Deadpool out.
And all right, we know our number. We're not going to share it with you guys today, I don't think. But we'll show you what the card looks like.
Okay.
Nice one, too.
That is a very nice one.
That's what the card looks like?
I really like these cards. These cards, I mean, normally when I've gotten, things of authenticity and numbers and everything, they're nice to look at, but I always feel like I'm going to damage them. This feels sturdy.
Yeah, it's a nice little card.
Yeah. Now let's get to the good stuff. We're letting Matthew take it out because he has steadier hands than me.
Today it's my turn to take it out, because I think you've taken out all of them.
But I do want to turn it around, because look what's sticking out. Look what's sticking out. It's so perfectly Deadpool the way that this is working.
Even more perfectly Deadpool, because, well, bam. Only Deadpool can make an entrance like that.
Normally it would be a little more explosive.
Yeah, I'll fix it in post.
Whatever. It's all good. What matters is he's coming out. They better get this party started. Yes, all my puns are appropriate because it's Deadpool. Finally! Say what you will. This is a damn good looking Deadpool.
I'm actually really impressed by this, because I was a little bit concerned, too, about the look of it. To be perfectly honest, I like Deadpool a lot. Don't get me wrong. I was a fan for quite some time in the 90s when they first kind of popped up, when he got his first limited series. I have still my entire first 30-issue run of the Unlimited series, the first go-around, all first printings. Do you know how many copies of Deadpool #1 I own, by the way?
No, how many?
I have 4.
Wait, really?
I have 4 because I kept buying it again and again, because I read it so much as a kid when it came out that the cover came off twice. So I have 2 different ones just of that, and I have 2 that are minty.
Wow, I did not know that. I mean, I had the first with, what was it? Ed
McGuinness.
Yeah, Ed McGuinness.
That's the one,
yeah, I had that whole series, and I loved it because it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I loved Deadpool when he first came out. One of the best things Liefeld ever came out, created. As much as I don't like giving him credit, Deadpool is one of the greatest characters he ever created.
Pretty much,
He just is. And yeah, this looks fantastic.
This is really great. I really like how they did things with the highlighting, because that's how they do it. They're trying to get that cartoon look of the shading on it. And in particular here, I don't know what it is, but it looks really good. It's never looked bad in any of the statues, but in particular here, I don't know what it is, but something about it really makes it look kind of extra special.
I'm gonna say it's the shading.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a few things. One, you have the lines that are, bold in that animation style that's also / kind of pop art kind of vibe, and that helps define it because Deadpool's outfit is, it's two-tone.
Yeah.
Really. But then you have the gray shading, which just adds a little bit of something extra to help make everything else pop.
And the shading is different than how it is on the figure too.
Yeah,
because it has that more metallic sheen to it.
And Deadpool's just one of those characters where his outfit is really basic, but because his whole face is covered, it's not like Wolverine where you got the half mask.
Yeah.
So you got to worry about the face and everything, and that can sometimes go whatever. But this, he's just completely covered. So I think the simpler the design makes in this style, I think helps make it really stand out.
It's really good too with the colors because the color palette is very basic here. We're just talking red and black.
Yeah.
I think what makes it kind of pop a little bit extra too is the different types of shading that they're using, because yes, they're using, of course, the animation style up here in the chest, you can see, but then the abs are kind of airbrushed a little bit, so they have more of a shading to them.
Yes.
So that kind of helps with the contrast this piece, because otherwise, red and black, especially black, is a very, very flat color. It's what you want to do when you want to make things slimmer. Red is also one of those very powerful colors, so I think the fact that they've combined the two shadings here, it just makes it look more striking than normal, which we've liked all the other statues we looked at, I feel like.
Oh, yeah,
but, yeah, but this seems like something like I don't know, just a step above almost.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I get what you're saying. Again, it's
they put some extra work into this one.
I don't even know if they did. I just think that they knew how to work this color palette.
Yeah, that could just be it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for the character. It makes sense for the style. I love what they've done with the gun because the gun is two-tone.
Yeah.
And that really makes it stand out. I think the two-tone really helps make the gun stand out, and it also gives it like a nice little, I don't know, zaniness to it. It gives a little Deadpool flair.
Well, I think, truth of the matter is too, these statues are kind of meant to look flat because they're meant to be like two-dimensional cartoons. So by giving this kind of like faux gunmetal look to it, it actually adds texture without having real texture to it.
And I like that a lot. Now, there's just one thing that we got to comment on. Look at that back. I mean, it's not like overly defined with the musculature, but just that little bit of shading in the back just really helps emphasize the muscles. It's a small thing, but it just makes it stand out.
That's kind of the whole thing with this piece too, is this red and black really are just so good together as a combination, and yeah, everything about this just looks really nice. Nothing I can really nitpick about, like little paint spots here and there, whatever, not a big deal. It's just really good, nice looking piece. This design team also is a really strong design team. They do some great work. They've done great work outside what we're looking at here. But the X-Men series has been so good all across the board.
So much. Oh my god. It's not just because I'm a giant X-Men nerd and animated series nerd or anything like that. It's just, they're so good.
Yeah, really are.
I've been waiting for statues like these and for so long. They're just so good. They just make me so happy.
Actually, we haven't really talked much about the face because there really isn't much of a likeness. There's no likeness, but it actually is a pretty good face. I like the way the face looks. I like it. There's not really an expression on it, but it really does actually capture the essence of Deadpool, how he was in the cartoon. He's just kind of angry. It's a little bit of a glare. He wasn't really comic relief in the cartoon because he didn't really do much. He was just, as we mentioned, like, memory or whatever.
Yeah, it was always threatening to Wolverine whenever he popped up.
And he looks pretty threatening here, actually. I think that's what's cool about it.
It's all about the eyes.
It's very much about the eyes, and the pose, too. He's about to be in action, so...
So, I mean, overall, I think we both agree that we like it a lot.
Yeah, I would have to say that, yeah. I agree. There's no real problems here with anything. I have nothing to nitpick over. I think it's a really strong piece. I think really the only nitpick we could have is that it's too soon for Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I think they want to spread it out too because they don't want to have the main core characters, and they're trying to be an expansive line with this.
But again, there were a lot of other characters that I think would have been stronger because they were reoccurring in some way. You have Archangel. Psylocke, I think, actually was a part of an episode. She talks. There are a lot of peripheral characters that could have been done, and I think they went with Deadpool because he is so popular right now, and also because, quite honestly, when you have a color palette like that, in some ways it's both really easy and really difficult, so maybe they wanted the challenge. That would have been fun. I can respect that.
I think it's a marketing choice, but it's a good choice. And, as much as I wanted to get other characters first, it makes sense that they're putting him in this line early on because they want to get this line out there and get more people into it. So it's a good piece. Another perfect addition to the lineup.
Of course, now I really want a Cable.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be coming up. There's no way they don't make a Cable.
I know. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, wow, they used him as a foil for Wolverine, which I understand. But now looking at this, I just want to see him see a Cable.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to put a Cable right next to him.
Well, hopefully your dream can come true in the next few years. I think this line's going to be going for a while, so it's all good, yeah. So if you guys want to pick up this Deadpool for yourself, go ahead and visit Diamond Select's website or visit Amazon.com. More importantly, use our Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Assuming this is actually on Amazon.com, which I'm pretty sure it is.
It should be.
Usually it is. I don't know.
take a look.
Yeah. Use our Amazon affiliate link. It helps us out and costs you nothing extra to do it. Or go ahead and check it out at your local comic book store. Make sure that they're ordering these too to help keep this line growing.
Yes, keep the line growing. Help support your local comic book store because we want to keep them in business.
Yeah. So that's our look at Deadpool from Diamond Selects X-Men the Animated Series Resin Busts. Another great edition. Can't really say anything bad about it. All good stuff. So until next time, I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
Thanks for watching Nerd News today, and we'll see you guys around. Pew pew. Pew.
Isn't he supposed to break the fourth wall? Is that what he's doing? Are you breaking the fourth wall, Deadpool?
How many walls he got?
12.